And now, from the apocalypse, it's his basement, it's his rules, it's his game show, the ageless stranger, the man in black, the walking dude, 72 Whooping Cough Lane, Devin Pike!
Oh my god! I wasn't even supposed to look at that before we started. Now I think I'm traumatized. And I'm pretty sure that insinuates that I'm Randall Flagg. However, I am not Randall Flagg. My name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for joining us for Remote Control. Here's the trick, man. It's a hell of a lot of fun to put this show on while we're all cooped up and looking for any kind of distraction and diversion. So my promise to you is, as long as we're under quarantine rules and cooped up in our homes, and I can't go anywhere and do anything, and you guys can't go anywhere and do anything, then let's all just hang out together and play some trivia. Here's how this works. If you're joining us for the first time, this is based off of the MTV show Remote Control, the very first game show and live action content that MTV produced. People think that Remote Control was the problem with MTV going to no music, but that's not true, because Remote Control had a very integral musical component. No, it was the real world. That's what killed the video star. Video may have killed the radio star, but the real world killed the video star. Anyway, I digress. If you've not already done so, sign up to YouTube in a free account so you can play along over in the chat window on YouTube. If you're playing on your mobile device and you don't see the chat window, swipe over where you can see the comments, and you can also comment along with. The question will appear over here on my left, your right, along with in the chat window. As soon as you see that question pop up, put your answer in and hit return. We have a scorekeeper who is not me. We actually got more staff. We didn't get more money. We just got more staff. So Woody is watching, and he will be taking care of the chat window, making sure that the top 3 answers from each question are scored appropriately. In the first round, where we have 3 channels of questions, you have 30 points, 20 points, and 10 points for the first, second, and third people who answer. And those points double in the second round after the snack time break. It's incredibly easy and incredibly fun. And here's the other thing. If you're playing on your mobile device, get those answers in quick, because I think as we tested it, the desktop users might have a small advantage. They might see it just a hair faster than on mobile. I think it's because they have to transcode it from mobile. But that is incredibly dense and technical. If you guys are ready, the pot is right. Let's go ahead and do channel number 1. That's right, MTV. Remote Control was launched on MTV in 1987, and we acknowledge and honor the most important network in our very lives from 1981 to 1993. Here comes question number 1 in MTV. Beavis and Butthead, Aeon Flux, and The Max all originated on what late-night MTV animation-based show? Once again, Beavis and Butthead, Aeon Flux, and The Max all originated on what late-night MTV animation-based show? I'll give you guys a few moments to get that answer in. Leave the question up. See, that's exactly how this works. All right, we've got our first 3 answers in. Let's go ahead and take it straight to question number 2 in MTV. Going into the chat. Like I said, this is very fast-paced, so here we go. We all know that Daria was a spinoff of Beavis and Butthead. What was Daria's last name? Once again, we know that Daria was a spinoff from Beavis and Butthead. Do you remember what Daria's last name was? All right. We already got those 3 answers in. So our third and final question in MTV. Let's go ahead, pop that up in there like so. The first MTV Video Music Awards were hosted by Dan Aykroyd and Bette Midler. Herbie Hancock was the big winner of the evening for Rocket. What year was this? What year did the first MTV Video Music Awards run? And see, I'm keeping an eye on the score sheet, but also Woody is keeping track of it over at an undisclosed bunker location somewhere in America. And we've got those three answers in. Okay, great job. Once again, the thing moves fast. I'm not going to tell you who the person was who led each one. Actually, let's take a look. It looks like Roy is in first place after the first channel, along with Shannon and Amanda along the way as well. And I'm not going to even tell you who got what. You know why? Because everybody's going to bitch about my answer came in first. And I decided to eliminate whining by keeping you guys on your toes. Just like that. All right. Channel number 2 is funny books. Comics. They're not just for adults. Answer these questions about comic books made for readers below a 6th grade learning level. Here comes question number 1. Scrooge McDuck had 3 nephews along for his adventures, who all sound like they could start their own law firm. Tell me what their 3 names are. Once again, Scrooge McDuck had 3 nephews along for all of his adventures, who sound like they could start their own law firm. Tell me all 3 of their names. I'm not going to make spelling count because I'm already looking over at the chat window and I can see that spelling is not necessarily a strong suit from everybody here. All right, questions are in, or the answers are in from question 1. Here comes question 2. Let's see. I got to kill off a little bit of it to make it fit into the chat window. And bangarang. Riverdale's favorite son, Archie, lives his typical teenage life if every teenager in America had to struggle between choosing on 2 hot babes for the last 50 years. What 2 ladies make up Archie's bizarre love triangle? I should make you guys give their full names, but I'm just going to go easy on you. This is round 1. So once again, which 2 ladies make up Archie's bizarre love triangle? All right, we've got enough answers in there for question 2. And away we go with question 3. The world's richest child, who's not named Donald Trump, had a pet whose name made him disposable. What was the name of Richie Rich's dog? Once again, the world's richest child, who is not Donald Trump, had a pet whose name made him disposable. What was the name of Richie Rich's dog? All right. We've got enough answers in there. So we're going to move straight in. See, it's fast-paced. I'm not here to bore you guys. I mean, I can sit here and talk all night. You guys know that I can suck the air out of any room. But we're going to move on to C-SPAN. Yeah, C-SPAN. We here at Remote Control are pro-government, but not the one that can take all of your money and give Donald Trump free rein to kill us all because he's having a Twitter tantrum. Answer these questions about government from your favorite TV show or movie. Ready? Here we go. And question number 1. Who gave the world a total war boner with a rousing speech about fighting evil aliens as President Whitmore in Independence Day? Once again, who gave the world a total war boner with a rousing speech about fighting evil aliens as President Whitmore in Independence Day? All right. Got enough correct answers. And yes, Lisa, I will recap the answers right before we get to snack time. Here we go with question number 2. Everybody knows that James Bond loves his martinis shaken and not stirred, and testing the limits of antibiotics. But what fictitious British agency does James Bond work for? Once again, what agency does James Bond work for? Okay. I can tell these questions are way too easy. I'm going to have to crank these up for round 2. That's definitely what we're going to do. All right. Our third and final question before we go to the break, on Showtime's Homeland, Claire Danes plays what bipolar CIA agent, that's a totally different show, who has more mood swings than a coked out Charlie Sheen at Burning Man? Once again, on Showtime's Homeland, Claire Danes plays what bipolar CIA agent? Let's see. Okay, not necessarily everybody. Des has watched one episode. Well, then you might not be able to get this one, babe. And everybody's looking. Okay, we've got all those answers. All right, great. Well done. Let's go over the correct answers for everybody. First off, Beavis and Butthead, Aeon Flux, and the Max all originated on Liquid Television, MTV's animation-based late-night show. Daria's last name was Morgendorfer, and I can tell who the angsty 90s teens are because that populated all of our correct answers for question 2. And 3, the year where MTV Video Music Awards actually started trying to become even more culturally relevant, 1984 was the correct year for that. Not 85, not 86. The trick on it was remembering what year Rocket came out, because not only did it win the Grammy the following year, it won for Best Music Video as well. Scrooge McDuck's 3 children, or 3 nephews, not his children, they're Donald's kids, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Riverdale's High's 2 hottest women were Betty Cooper and Veronica Lodge. I should have made you guys do both names. I should have done it. I didn't. I'm being a benevolent person and letting you guys get in and get scored. And finally, the world's richest child's dog's name, Richie Rich's dog's name, was Dollar. And yeah, that means we're going to devalue it. And if Richie Rich was a girl, it would have been named 78 cents. All right. For C-SPAN, the 3 answers. Who gave the world a total war boner as President Whitmore on Independence Day? That, of course, the great Bill Pullman. No, it was not Bill Paxton. And I try to remember, there's another person who everybody always confuses Bill Pullman for. And I couldn't remember it today, and I'll figure it out eventually. Everybody knows that James Bond needs a shot of penicillin every time he goes out on a mission, but he works for MI6, who have an amazing, amazing health plan. And then finally, Showtime's Homeland, Carrie Matheson is the character that Claire Danes plays. And I should look back and find out if anybody got her name in there. Leslie got it right, but I don't know if she hit Google on it or not. I'm not besmirching your fair name because I would not even bother to do that. Kids, that brings us to halftime. And yes, it is snack time here at the compound. I've got an old-fashioned in my tumbler. So I promised the guys and gals who were here earlier on that I'm going to give you a homework assignment. And here's how it is. What I'd like to do is incorporate each of you, or as many of you as possible, in the remote control broadcast. And here's how I want to do that. I want each of you to send me a video clip in portrait mode, the normal way that you hold a phone and record something. So what I want you to do is to grab your TV's remote control and videotape yourself saying the following thing. I want you to tell me what your name is, where you're holed up, where you're quarantined, where you are sheltering in place or sheltering at home, whatever the case may be, and what channel number you want to change to. So it'll look like this. Hi, my name is Devin. I'm in Richardson, Texas, and I am choosing channel number 5. Then you're going to take that remote, you're going to squeeze it, and then you're going to close off the video clip. Email those video clips to me. It's devin@devinpike.com. I didn't do a lower third for it, but this is how you spell it. It's devin@devinpike.com. Email me those clips, and I'll work them into the broadcast as a way to change between one channel and the next. I'd love to see each and every one of you record a clip and be a part of the presentation because you guys are a part of it. It's going to be so much fun. And, have fun with it. If you, have a gritty onesie, You can wear that while you are recording it. If you've got kids who you're holed up with, have them beating you over the head with pool noodles, whatever. Just have fun. And if you don't have a remote, just pretend you're talking to Alexa or Siri and tell them that that's how you want to change it. And then you can watch everybody get pissed off because you activated their Alexa device while we're playing remote control. You got it? Send me those video clips. Once again, send them to devin@devinpike.com. Send them straight out of your phone. Make sure it's well lit. Don't be dark. Don't have the lights turned off and all you can see is just the glare coming off of your phone. Have the lights turned on, and then we're going to have some fun. All right? I'd love to have each of you as a part of this broadcast because I have the feeling, I know portrait is not normal video mode, Lisa. You're exactly right. Vertical video sucks, but in this case, it works for what we're going to use it for. All right? One last thing. I always get a lot of questions about the t-shirts that I wear. This time is no exception. I've already gotten 2 or 3 messages for it. It comes from Void Merch, and this was actually a gift from when I was going through cancer treatment in 2017. And I think that one of the people I was dating made off with my original. This is the second one that I've owned. So I went and looked at Void Merch to see what else they have in their threadless shop. And let me tell you, they've got some amazing shirts. This one might very well be my favorite. Fuck Exposure Pay Me. You've also got Heroic Teenage Pessimist Satan Worshipping Magical Spellcaster. I'm sure that would apply to at least some of you out there. You've got No is a Complete Sentence for the parents who are in the audience or the people who are just tired of telling people no and someone needs an example for it. And then finally, for all children of God, someone should probably call Protective Services. So the URL, and I'm putting it into the chat, is voidmerch.threadless.com. I'm going to click that in there. It's going into the chat to show you until it speeds off and goes away. I love these guys, and they're still making amazing shirts. They've got over 100 designs, and they're all incredibly clever and funny. Support local and independent artists. Please. I know that discretionary income is a tough thing to go by nowadays. It's going to be a really weird time for everybody. But what I am telling you is the way we're going to get through it is by supporting everyone as much as we can and being kind. That's basically all it works. All right, so coming into... All right, I'm going to call out the scores from 17th all the way to 16th to 1st. We've got Debbie, we've got Dwayne, Lisa, Allison, Piper, Mindy, Hillary, and David and Ryan. All of you guys had one question answered correctly. Then 7th place, Thunda Senshi 150. I'm really going to have to figure out what your name is. Don't know who that is. Ken Kapaki, formerly the smartest person on the internet. Maybe wagging about again. Don't know. He is in 6th. Jessica Lentz in 5th. Jennifer Ackerson in 5th. Shannon Hatcher in 3rd. Amanda Rebholtz, another one of the former smartest people on the internet, in 2nd. And dear God, Jayster is cleaning up tonight. He is in 1st place. But here's the thing. None of those scores matter. Not one of them matter. You know why? Because now we go to round 2 where the scores can absolutely change. Let's get things kicked off with this first channel in round 2. That is Top Gear. We sent Joey Tribbiani to test drive these amazing one-of-a-kind automobiles. You need to name the famous autos that he put through the paces and get them across the line. All right? I can't do the accent for any of the guys from Top Gear, current or previous. Des, don't feel dumb, because here's where it changes. The point values are doubled. Here's the first question. Actually, no, it's not the first question because I'm going to have to cut it in half. In the chat, bink, 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 bink. And bring up the card. The cards goes like this. Where am I? There I am. This 1969 Dodge Charger may have a lot to offer under the hood, whether you're going flat out on a dirt road or trying to jump down in bridges. But the bright orange paint job and Confederate flag decal on the roof makes your fellow drivers wonder whether or not you're a flamboyant Trump supporter. What is the name of this car? I'm not going to read it again because we've gotten all those answers in. It took me too damn long to read it. Here comes question number 2. This 1982 DMC may only have 2 seats, but it can travel across multiple dimensions. It can outrun VW vans driven by Libyan terrorists, and even if it takes more than 10 seconds to go from 0 to 88 miles an hour. Shorthand does count. Name this car. There we go. There's question number 2. I always knew this question was too wordy, but I never wanted to get rid of it because I love the wording too much. It makes me incredibly happy. Third and final question in Top Gear. This... damn it. 1982 Pontiac Trans Am screams the 80s, the way that your high school mullet screams, "I'm lonely inside." It's got a Cylon-esque front sensor that seems to serve no useful purpose, and a computer interface provided by Boy Meets World's Mr. Feeney. Name the car. Thank you very much. That is the end of the Top Gear channel. Let's keep it kicking and moving right along and go to possibly one of the oddest channels we have tonight, but definitely not the most meta. It is time for the Change the Channel channel. Sometimes we just need a change of scenery. Answer these questions about TV shows that jumped ship before jumping the shark, switching to another network during their run. Here we go. Here is question number 1. Nope, that's not it. This is it. From the WB to UPN, high school was hell for this feminista, and so was college. She packed up her stakes and her Scoobies and moved away from the forces of the Hellmouth and permanent cancellation. I want the full name of the TV show. Full name. No shorthand. Full name. Type a little bit. Getting cranky in my old age. Or at least as far as the, good God, as far as the old fashions go. Here we come with question number 2. Good news, everyone! This cartoon has had more second lives than a kid with the Contra code. From Fox to DVD, then to Comedy Central, this Matt Groening creation might just run up until the 31st century. By the way, Woody, only accept those who had the full answer on question number 1. I think you already knew that. I know you did. All right. And then question number 3. They weren't just kicked out of the studio water tower. They were kicked off of the Fox, the Fox Kids. Oh, God. I've messed it up. I'm just going to put it in the chat room and put it up there. If you guys know me, then you know who I am. From the Fox lineup to the Kids WB animation block in 1995. They weren't just kicked out of the studio water tower. They were kicked off the Fox lineup to the Kids WB animation block in 1995. All right, got enough answers for that. I'm going to go ahead and load up our 6th and final channel for the evening. How's everybody doing so far? Everybody good? Pot's right? Everybody happy? Nobody's happy. Everybody's just like trying to type in feverishly. I'm glad to see it because now it's time for the Game Show Network. A game show asking questions about game shows. How delightfully meta. All right, here we go. Here's question number 1. Who got his start hosting on Rock and Roll Jeopardy on VH1, but now you know him better as the host of Survivor? Once again, he hosted Rock and Roll Jeopardy on VH1. Now he hosts Survivor, at least as long as they let them stay on an island and produce it. All right. Okay, we got enough answers for that. Take that off. Very nice. Question number 2. What are the primary colors that are used on The Amazing Race? Once again, the 2 primary colors used on The Amazing Race. All right. I see answers. I see some correct answers. Very nice. All right, our 3rd and final question of the evening. Yeah, Clay, you're right. You're right on that. In the bonus round of Wheel of Fortune, what vowel do they give you for free? You have a 1 in 5 chance of getting this correct. In the bonus round of Wheel of Fortune, what vowel do they give away for free? What do they tell you? They'll let you know a few of the consonants. I want to know the vowel. You have a 1 in 5 chance of getting this right. I'm looking forward to seeing your answers on this. This is going to be a lot of fun. No, Greg, I don't need the full name. If it's the first name, I should be able to get most of that, unless it's a commonly used name in here. Once again, massive thanks to my dear friend Greg Woodson, who is manning Scoring Central back in an undisclosed bunker. We're not disclosing it because I don't want you guys to get mad at him like you get mad at me. All right? So there's that. Also, while we're tabulating scores and getting everything ready, once again, thank you very much for watching Remote Control. Spread the word. Once we put the link up, tell your friends to play along. We've got some great stuff on the way as far as how we're going to grow the show. Not only are we going to have your channel changes being a part of the show, I alluded to this earlier in the week, and we're still working on lining up people for it. But Snack Time is also going to start including video interviews with folks, and we'll have channels built around them. And the people we're already talking to are a hell of a lot of fun, and you guys are going to enjoy it. I want this to be something that grows over time, and I hope you guys are having as much fun with it. We do. Oh, God, we do, don't we? So, Woody, is that between row 5 and row 6? Or which rows are they? It's a hell... Because we have a tie. I mean, we don't have... and honestly, if we have a tie... oh, hang on. I can see that. I can actually... Oh, my God, we've got a tie for first place. A tie for first. So now, I have to figure out, off of the top of my head... a tiebreaker question between Shannon Hatcher and Roy Buckingham. This one question is going to determine who the smartest person on the internet is across the weekend. So everybody hang out for a second. Nobody answer anything in the chat. I have to come up with a question off the top of my head. And, okay. Let me think. When Johnny Carson was getting ready to retire from the big seat on The Tonight Show, one of his premium replacements when he would go on vacation wound up not getting the nod. And this person was incredibly pissed off about it. So they actually went and had a short-lived talk show on their own on the Fox network. Name this person. Let's see who gets it between Shannon Hatcher and Roy Buckingham. All right. On the Fox network. And Roy says... The answer, of course, is Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers, who was passed over. David Letterman's actually a good guess, but David already had his show later on and did not leave to go and do another thing on Fox. He did his over at CBS once his contract was up. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as it pains me to say so, Roy Buckingham is the smartest person on the internet up until 8:59 Central on Monday night. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for Remote Control. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Again, my name is Devin Pike. This has been a blast doing this. I hope all of you had a fantastic time playing along. Spread the word, and I will see you guys on Monday night. I love each and every one of you. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. We're in this for a long haul, and we got to keep each other safe and sane. So let's do it by being as kind as possible. Peace.